Ah, the bird from the beginning.
私もそう思った。でもそれは違うのかもしれない。
皆さん、ワール大陸へようこそ。アズマビト様のお屋敷までご案内いたします。
おにゃんこぽ
無事に着いてよかったよ。どうだい、ここがワーレ最大の港町で。
おいだよ、聞いたろう、来る前に。おーい、まずいよ、見られてる。
今絶対田舎者だと思われた。
Wow! Oh, I forgot. I was gonna say he's so tall, but I forgot how short Levi is. That's for. I forgot I was going to move my ace for today. Because I have Levi and Mikasa figures from a friend, Chris. So let me just move them. In the last episode I said, because we got the little flashback from this time, like just one visual, and I was like, I wish we got to see that. So I'm really glad that we do get to see it.
そんなまさか人参買ってる。
すごい人の数。ねえエレン、何があるかわからないから私のそばを離れないで。キャラ、いい匂いが。ニコロが言ってるやつかもな。あと3つください。
Oh, cute!
エレンも食べて。
アイスか。
知ってたの？
親父の記憶で知ってるだけだ。収容区の LDG はめったに食えない。壁の外はこんなに広いのにな。
私たちは気づかなかった。もしくは気づきたくなかったのだろう。
それはお前の財布じゃねえぞ。
それだ。
このガキ、また敵国の移民か。どうやってここに来た？
紛れ込んできたんだろう。
言葉が通じてないな。
海に放り投げるってのはどうだ。
いや、右手をへし折ってやろうぜ。二度とスリができないようにな。
Isn't there real places in the real world that cut people's hands off for stealing? Oh, that seems a bit very harsh.
に対して生きてる俺たちの問題だ。何よりユーミルの民かもしれねえ。ここ数年どの国も血液検査に躍起になってるからな。悪魔の血がその辺に紛れてちゃ夜も眠れたもんじゃねえよ。
Nobody could sleep. Wait. This is why countries around the world have been frantic with blood tests for years. Whoa, I never even considered that. Blood tests, like tasting them and stuff to... Even if they were to hide who they are, they can't if they're forced to do stuff like blood tests and yada yada yada.
血液検査に躍起になってるからな。悪魔の血がその辺に紛れてちゃ夜も眠れたもんじゃねえよ。おい、あんた何をしている？誰がスリーだと言った？俺はお前の財布じゃねえと言っただけだ。このガキの姉貴の財布だってな。いやー、複雑な家庭なものでね。ね、お姉ちゃん。ああ、弟がご迷惑をおかけしました。ふざけんな、そんなデタラメ。行くぞ。おい、待て。
かつてのエルディア帝国全盛時代におきましては、世界の上流層の中でユミルの民の血を取り込むことが高貴であることとされていました。それが帝国の衰退とともに彼らが国 りを追われる立場となり果てたのです。これが壁の外でのエルディア人の現実。そしてパラディ
So something. Wait. Having a subjective mirror as bloodline. So something that used to.
その中でユミルの民の血を取り込むことが好奇
Something that used to be proof of nobility has become something you are persecuted over. That is like. I still need a little recap of like the timeline. 2,000 years ago, the end versus the end of that war, you know, the war between Titans and that king on the rest of humanity. When did that end? Versus okay, then they at the end of that war they left for Paradis. How long have they been on Paradis? Like, these are things that were shared already, but I kind of forgot the timeline. Like, not that it makes any difference really, but just to get clarity.
そしてパラディ島から友好を図る本計画も極めて困難であると言わざるを得ません。
かといって和平の道を諦めるならジークの謀略に加担するしかなくなります。彼に我々の運命を委ね、ヒストリアと生まれてくる子供たちを犠牲にするしか。
もちろんそんな未来を迎えないために私たちはここにいる。
エレン、あなたは自分が敵の最重要目標だってことが分かっているの？みんなであなたを探し回って。市場の少年、何があったの？
まだ何も。
どういうこと？ここは
戦争で居場所をなくした人たちが集まって暮らしている。
The war?
俺たちもそうだった。ある日突然日常が終わって何もかもが奪われた。全ての自由を奪われるんだ。
医者なり日中
もてなしてくれるみたいだ。
何やってんだてめえ！バカじゃねえのか！
ちょうどよかった。
So wait, wouldn't these people get caught up in the rumbling too? The people that had their freedom taken away from them? So do you not care about them? Or are they just fodder? ？Oh, I see what happened. Aaron was having like, oh, these people also had the same fate as us, and then that kid bumped into him and he was like, I kid. Oh.
どもに他なりません。忌むべきは100年前よりあの島に逃げた悪魔。我々の敵はあの島の悪魔なのです。
あの日からエレンは私たちの元を去った。その後彼から届いた手紙にはジークに全てを委ねると記され、
どこからが始まりだろ
お
う。あそこか。いや、どこでもいい。 全ては俺が望んだこと。全てはこの先にある世界を滅ぼす全ての敵をこの世から一匹残らず。
See, it's not just your enemies, it's everyone, but okay?
そんなの間違ってる。島の外の人すべてが敵じゃないのに、あなたのお母さんみたいに突然なんで殺されるのかわからない人がほとんどなんだよ。
分かってる。でも憎しみによる報復の連鎖を完全に終結させる唯一の方法は憎しみの歴史を文明ごとこの世から葬り去ることだ。
私はエレン、あなたを何としてでも止めないと二度と胸を張って生きていくことができない。
耐え難いなら始祖の力で記憶を操作する。それまで。
So he's become a dictator. You don't have to agree with me, but if you don't, I will force you somehow. I've explained it before, but I don't think that this plan will end the cycle. It will just create a new cycle. But I won't go into detail about it again now. I guess I'll just briefly repeat my thoughts on that in the review video.
お前が黙っていれば
そんなこと
できるさ。お前はあの時俺を救ってくれた。世界一悪い子なんだから。
Wait, what?
悪い子なんだから。お前はあの時俺を救ってくれた。
世界一 World number one.
世界一悪い子なんだから。
悪い Bad? You're the baddest girl in the world? What does... Is this in flirting? You're the baddest girl in the world. No, I'm joking. It's not that. You're the number one, the world's worst. Is it because of her role and how they want to use her? This is an interesting line. Would you care to share your interpretation? Because I know that it can't be that. It's probably something different, but I just don't get the context. I'm thinking it's the world's like right now.
俺が死んだ後もずっとあいつらの人生は続く。続いてほしい。ずっと。幸せに生きていけるように。
But do you care about what they want though? Like, I think that's really important. If you really love someone, you care about what they want, not just what you want for them. It's like parents. Even if your intentions, you want your kid to live a good life, so you try and force them to become something like an accountant or something that you think will keep them happy, or like my dad wanted me to be a teacher because then you will always have a job and the government, blah 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 blah. Like, it doesn't matter if your intentions are good. Like, it's if you really love someone, you should also think about what they want. Right? You can't force them. Oh, you don't agree with my actions? Well, then I will use my special power to force you to think like me, or to force you to... Like, I don't really think that that is a good kind of love. I think that is manipulative and bad. Understandable, whatever. Like, okay, I understand, like, my dad loves me and he wanted me to have, like, a different job and do this and do that. But that is not... wouldn't give him the right to, like, force me to do something, or... take something away from me in order to force me to make certain decisions. Like, I think that if you truly love someone, I don't know, you take their desire, them into consideration. Like, he wants them to live a long and happy life, but he's making decisions for them. His whole thing is about freedom, freedom, freedom. But if he says, oh, if my dad says, oh, I care about your happiness, and forces me to do something, then even if he can genuinely say he cares about my happiness and that's why he's forcing me to do this or that. Does he care about my freedom, my individuality? Like, there's a lot to unpack here.
世界連合艦隊、この地球上に存在しうる最も巨大な大砲のほぼ全てが今ここに集結した。人類の英知の全てが同じ目標に狙いを定めている。この奇跡を叶えた艦隊が阻止できないなら、これを止める手段はもう人類に存在し得ない。
I wasn't expecting them to swim. But what else were they supposed to do? Holy. Wait. Are you telling me that this is all the world's cannons, this is the best they can do, and they're being like wiped out like that? So my point is, was it really necessary to attack the whole world if every single cannon can't stop them? Like, did they really have to do the rumbling in that moment? I have a lot that I want to say, but it hinges on other things that I've said that I need to like re-say just to give context, so it will take too long, but I will leave it in the review. Holy crap. And there's still people that say that he's not an antagonist. Okay. I mean, considering that this season was from season 4, we were from the other perspective this whole time. I don't think there's an argument that can convince me that he is not an antagonist. And then it's so funny when you consider the first part of this episode was like, has he even ever really changed? Has this always been who he was? But sometimes you don't notice things, you don't realize certain things until you look at it in retrospect. Like, there's no way for us to have known because of our the perspective that we got from the beginning, right? Like, nothing that, well, Okay. Oh, okay. For a second I thought that was Historia. Where the fuck is Historia? Like, we saw her just for a bit in this episode, and then, like, where is she? What has she been doing? Like, $2023. Okay, next year. Great. You really love someone, you care about what they want, not just what you want for them. You really love someone, you care about what they want, not just what you want for them.